Hello guys, this is 1st.and.keys. This is my 9th video. Today I have 8 eBay lots and 4 back issues that I picked up from my local comic shops. Alright, let's get begin. First up, Captain America 341. This is the first appearance of Lamar Haskins. It's in really nice shape. I mean, near perfect. It has one very light tick right there, but it's no color break or anything else. This was $4.99 with my 10% discount means I paid $4.50 for it. That was a pretty good find. Next up, I made a trip to 2nd and Charles. Don't find a lot at 2nd and Charles, but today I found a few small books. House of M, number 7. I got this for $2. Excellent condition. This is the issue where Scarlet Witch whispers no more mutants. Try to get as many of these as I can find. Next up, this is one of my favorite books right now that I'm getting as many as I can. It's Sideways issue 2. First appearance of Tempest Fusionaut. Again, 2nd and Charles. Got it for $2.95. And lastly, just a small book of week 52, week 6. First appearance of Ghost Fox Killer. Just $2. 2nd and Charles. Alright, now we'll get into my eBay lots. First, from seller Ria Pasco, $30.74. That includes tax and shipping. This was just a single issue. This was a Marvel Boy number 1. This is the variant that's limited to 4,000. It's $12.54 of 4,000. So about $30 for that one. Next up, Curiosity Crate, $15.67. 2 issues from Curiosity Crate. First one up is Pilot Season. This is 2009. This has the first appearance or the first cameo or the first preview, however you want to say it, of Stealth. And an issue of Static, 34. I'm working on my 3rd complete run of Static right now, so this was just one of the issues I needed. Anything over 30 is pretty hard to find, and as you get closer to 40 and then the final issue of 45, they're really hard to find. So by 34, if you can find these for $5 range, you're doing really good. Even at $10, most people are selling them for now. So yeah, your higher numbers of Static are really hard to find. I got tons of issues of 1 through 20, but my 30 through 30, from 30 to 45, I'm still missing a few. Well, I've completed 2 complete runs, and this will be my 3rd complete run after I complete it, and I'm down to maybe 5 or 6 issues. Of course, when I'm done with that 3rd run, I will start a 4th run. Alright, next up, 2 Sisters Comics, paid $30.53. Got a few books from them. First up, Catwoman 23. This is the first appearance of Duella Dent. I believe that is Joker's daughter, or she's claiming to be Joker's daughter. This is the first printing. The first and second printing is hard to tell apart from each other, but I usually just glance at the date. If it's October 2013, you know you got the first printing. Excellent condition. Next up, this was a good find. This is probably the reason why I made this purchase, and this was New Mutants, the special edition number 1. First appearance of Brightwing. First team appearance of Mist and Axe. Great condition. So I paid about $30 for these. So far, Catwoman 23, New Mutants #1 Special Edition, another issue of the pilot issue, the pilot season 2009. Now this, I didn't notice it when I was looking on the listing, but it does have some color loss. Not spine breaks or anything like that. It's just a little bit of color loss, like it had got scuffed or something. But again, first appearance of Stealth. Next up, Meet the Skrulls #1. First Team Warners. Excellent condition. I've got about 4 or 5 of these now. I don't know if I'm going to keep going with these. Not sure if it's stalling out or what the situation is, but it hasn't really seen a move in the last few months. So, but still, I got a few of them. And lastly, this was a nice one also. First appearance of Stained Glass Scarlet. This was Moon Knight #14, 1981. Pretty nice condition. Has some small spine ticks. Very, very small. Color's good. Edges, corners. Everything else looks nice on it. So, I think that was a pretty good buy. About 30 bucks. Mainly these two right here. These are 2 really nice books. Alright, next up. I had a pretty busy week. A lot of small shipments in. Air 23 Cal. 1776. That was a good total. Alright, let's see. Got a few books from Air 23 Cal. First one. An OMAC #1. First appearance of OMAC. 1974. Huh. He must have got this from my comic shop. It's alright. I buy a lot from my comic shop myself. Alright. Next up. The Defenders 36. This is the first appearance of the new Red Guardian. Color's really bright on this. The yellows and the reds and everything are really popping. No spine ticks at all. Really nice condition comic. Picked up a couple of these here in the last week. I may even have another 1 or 2 in these, or they're still coming in the mail. This is Astonishing Tales 23. This is the second appearance of Fin Fang Foom. Can't afford his first appearance. His first appearance is like $5 grand. So I figured the next best thing, obviously, is his second appearance. It was a few years later, but I mean, for those that can't afford his first appearance, I think this is a good issue to turn to. And this one's in really nice condition. Looks great. Only has 1 minor spine tick. Little discoloration right there. And then everything else looks great on it. Alright, next up. New Cadia. He's got a huge store, huge selection. This is actually the first time I've ever bought from him. $8.38. He has his own personal, similar to Gemini mailers, so they come really protected. They're all stamped and everything. Pretty neat. He gave me a coupon to shop at his store, like 20% off or something like that. So it's pretty neat. I had ever heard of him prior, but I'll definitely keep my eye on his sales. But yeah, it looks like he has a massive store, I guess in Pennsylvania. Alright, what did I get from him? 3 issues of Exterminators #1. First appearance of the Whiz Kid. Looks like maybe newsstand and 2 direct. They're okay condition. Nothing great, but not bad either. 3 of them for, what was it, $8? Yeah, $8.38 for 3 of them. Now, granted, if you're lucky enough, you can still be finding these in the dollar box. So if you compare it to that, it's not that good of a deal, but I went through all my dollar boxes and all my back issues from all my local comic shops, and there's none left. So unfortunately, I can't get them for $1 no more. Maybe I'll hit some shows before they get too hot, and I'll be able to find some. But for right now, I guess if you buy them online, you're going to pay $2 to $3 a piece for them. So 3 of those. Next up, Scratch and Spin, $41.85. I remember what this one is. This was a single issue. This is probably the most expensive book I bought all week, probably in the last few weeks. And I already had 2 of them, and I wanted to get one more. They were selling it because that's $41.85. That includes shipping and tax and everything. So I think I only paid $35 for the comic, but of course it came up to $41.85. And that is an Amazing Spider-Man #4, first appearance of Silk, and it's in beautiful condition, no damage whatsoever. Matter of fact, maybe I'll press it and send it in for grading because it is in really, really nice shape. Should get no less than a 9.2, I would hope, and maybe with a little bit of luck, I get a 9.4 or a 9.6. That's my guess. Of course, I'm not great at grading, but to me, this book looks perfect for $41. First appearance of Silk. All right. Next up, my comic shop. I buy from them at least 2 or 3 times a month, probably $49.60. Again, if you break $45, they give you free shipping. So almost all my orders are somewhere between $45 and $60 when I order from them, just to get the free shipping out of it, which saves you a few bucks. Got a pretty good stack, so that means a lot of cheaper ones, but that's all right. That's what I like, is the lower end comics. All right, a Young Avengers #1, first team appearance. I wrote first appearance, but it's more or less the first team appearance of the new Young Avengers. They got that one at fine condition. Next one, this was a nice one. This is probably what stoked me to make this purchase, was one of the Fantastic Four annuals. I got on this before they jumped up. I had already had a bunch of stuff in my cart, so I just added this real quick and hit buy it now before it sold out. Because when I got it, I think I only paid $3 for it, and now they're going for 10 to 15. So I was able to get this one, and it's very fine. It's a beauty. It's in great condition. This is the first team appearance of the Time Variance Authority, TVA, and it is in great condition. So I think $3 on that. That was an awesome buy. Probably the best buy I got of this batch anyways. Another Defenders, I bought a couple of them. This is the first featuring the new Red Guardian, the Defenders 36, 1972. VG condition, which, it's a 72, so. And another one, also in VG. This one looks nicer than this one, but that's all right. They call them both VG. Next, got 2 issues of Fantastic Four 354, one newsstand, one direct. This is the first appearance of Casey. He is the train operator for the TVA. Both say VG. I think that's low grades because they both look great to me, but that's fine. I think I only paid maybe $2 a piece for them. Most of these were just $2 each, $2 to $3 range. Next up, 2 more issues. I've bought quite a few of these over the last couple weeks. Infinity Crisis #7, the A cover, and the B cover. First appearance of Bart Allen as the 4th Flash, and the first cameo of Kate Kane. Both very fine. Guys, I think this is a good buy. Some of the stuff I just buy for chance. These I actually have a good feeling about. So I think if you can get these for $5 a piece or less, I think that'd be a good investment for you. Next up, 4 issues of Darkhold #1, bagged edition. This has the first team appearance of Darkhold. We got a very fine, a fine, a fine, and a very fine. Probably $3 a piece, somewhere in that range. 2 more Young Avengers, first team appearance of the new Young Avengers, another very fine, and another very fine. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more issues of Exterminators #1. Again, first appearance of WizKid. We got a fine, a very fine, a very fine, a very good, and a very good. Next up, this is not issue number 6 of Astonishing X-Men. This is the Legends series, number 4. Uh, it's the not for resale. It's a remake, reprint. It has the first mention of Sword in it, and the first appearance of Abigail Brand. Just VG because it has some spine breaks on it. But I've actually seen a whole lot more of the issue number 6, Astonishing X-Men, than I see of this. I rarely see this not for resale version. Uh, so I don't know how rare it is or how limited it is, but I think they had it for $4 or so. So I decided to pick it up because I am not seeing any of these. And then lastly, wasn't too sure about this, but I think I'm going to pick up a couple of these. This is the first appearance of the first cameo of the Green Meneleshi. Don't know how to pronounce the name. He's a guy that carries a kryptonite sword. So I figured, hey, that's got to be a cool character. That's got to mean something down the road. This is actually only my first, but I'm going to try to pick up as many of these as I can, at least 10 of them. And then whenever his first full appearance comes out, which I don't even know if it's out yet, but I'll have to check into that because this says it's just his cameo. All right, guys, that's everything for this week. I'll see you next week.